All right, welcome to another launching code outside, where today we are going to build a personal MCP service. Yeah, we have a limited amount of time, so hopefully we'll get through it and go from there. We have a quickie setup today where I got like some of my work on this iPad and some of this stuff on my laptop. We'll do our best to do what we can with what we have with the sunlight and wind. So hopefully this will be a fun one. All right. So model context protocol is there's some steps that we need to do. So there's an MCP server, a remote server, and a host. Today, hopefully, we can get this running with Claude, but there's two types of servers. There's SSEs. Let me read see if there's something here, which are server-sent events that you can use. And then there's also, I don't know what the best way to pronounce this is, but STDIOs, studios, that are sort of run locally. So you have local instances and you have web-based server-side sort of entries. So what I think we're going to do today is try and get something running with server-side entries, server-side events, server-sent events, SSEs, and then what we'll do is we'll build something pretty basic. But just I think the challenge that we have is that these SSEs are currently not supported with many clients right now. So we'll see where we get, but essentially what we want to do today is sort of build that SSE type environment that we can then use. Let's make sure that you can see me. Yeah, we can sort of go from there. All right. With that, let's start by giving the model, help me set up a SSE for model context protocol that does something very basic. And we'll have Claude try and do its thing. Okay, I don't know why it sets up a website. Nope. Do this in Python. All right. Okay, this is still generating. I saw one from Cloudflare the other day, so maybe I'll just get Cloudflare remote agent documentation, and we can maybe use that one as a starting point. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna get blown away over here. I guess it is April. Let's see. All right, let's try and find this template. I don't need authentication, so that's why I'm like, when I look at this, it's like I don't need auth, but I probably will check out this repo to see what this looks like. This does GitHub auth. This is an agent task manager. Does this use MCP? Nope. Then we have one MCP Slack auth here. Okay. let's actually maybe try and have it send requests, implement the SSE, await, handle a post request, define the blah blah blah. No, I don't love that. Let's find the documentation, go to Python. Let's actually set myself a timer so I can get back to work. Mounting an existing server to Starlet, Echo server, SQLite. All these are sort of, they're local. I'm trying to find an example of a SSE implemented MCP. Someone posted to let's take this example. Can you take this example and convert to Python and use UV? It's freezing cold. I realize that I might be in the way, so maybe we'll move me this way, move this here. That's how we can sort of run this thing directly. All right, so let's create this code. We'll call it server. Just to walk through this, we need to install I'm always a mess at setting up UV correctly, so I'd like to make sure we set that up correctly. UV VN source bin activate. Okay, we'll create a requirements file. Then we'll install it. Let's see if we can get it running. PyProject.toml. Whoops. Oh. Let's fix this. Let's get rid of the requirements.txt to use the toml file, and let's troubleshoot this. I lost my terminal. Beth's network does I don't know what's going on here. Crash. Okay. Let's load up cursor. Okay, not sure what is going on with terminals. I can't type anything. Don't you love it when something does not work live? Okay, let's do this. Let me remove RF VN. Let's open cursor again. See if terminal works now. Nope. Alright, let's quit this. Let's get rid of cursor completely. Let's open it. We now have our terminal back. Oops. All right. So now we need to run this with UVenv. VenV. Okay. And then install the requirements. Okay, we need to fix this. And see if we can fix it. Wow. New folder, source, MCP Server, init.py. Move the server code into MCP. Okay. Create a main entry point, main.py. Let's see if this will work now. Oops. UV. Oh yeah, looks like that worked. Okay, now I need to run the server. No module for wonderful. I'm guessing I need a let's find out why. I don't know why it needs everything in the server. I don't understand why they can make imports such a pain. It doesn't need to be like that, you know? It doesn't need to be like that. Are we even activated the thing? Let's check. I didn't miss a step. I feel like I'm missing activation of VM. Because I did install. Stop this. We installed with UV. Oh, so I thought it was. It's like it didn't seem right to me. I don't know why this is in here. Okay, so it sounds like this is up. Uvicorn server is up. How can I test it with curl or other? Server. Okay, so it says I can run this. Keep this running in the terminal. Internal server. Okay, what did it come back with? Well, I feel like there's just a better way to do this, because this comes with a Python SDK. And this has a server. So can I not just use this? Okay, so we have the simple server. And then no module named MCP. So let's install MCP. MCP. .6.0. What was it? UV install. UV pip install E. Okay, it should have installed UV, so then we can run this server again and make sure that we are I don't know. cannot import app from MCP Server. Change the server. Let's see if we got that one. Let's give it the docs for this MCP service. See where we land. Let's see if this works. Just keep it to 2. Okay, it looks like that worked. Okay, so it's at 1,400. Okay. How do I test it? Okay. So we got something when we connected it. Okay, so now, if you go back to this Cloudflare thing that I found here, there was something about SSE agent somewhere in their docs. Concepts getting started. Guides. Let's see. Test a remote MCP server. Here we go. Okay. No, so now we could go here. I don't know why I'm doing that here. No, let's go back to run this on port 3000. We have this website we can now go to. Let's go back to the website, open up a tab, and then we should be able to open, let's see, it's about 4,000. Okay. So now we should see tools. The add tool is here. And then we should be able to run it. Now we have this basically like personal tool. It's something like very, very basic. So like there's different things inside MCP. There's resources, there's prompts, there's tools. And those are really the 3 things that I know enough about to talk about. It's a wonderful helicopter. And yeah, so I guess maybe the next thing we can do is this next step that they documented here, which was open Claude. Even though Claude doesn't support it, you can use the MCP remote or local proxy to connect it to your remote server. Let's just test the inspection, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's go to Claude and open up their app and see if we can get this to work. Okay, this is one that I was working on earlier. We'll go to settings, Claude settings. Okay, MCP settings, this is in here. Let's delete this one. Okay, edit the config. Open this in cursor. Okay, what was the I'm going to go back over to Claude. Flip this back to my to here, and we'll run 400. Let me call this with my name, and then save it. Doesn't like that. Oh. Let's open up Claude again. Could not load the settings. There's an error parsing. Okay, let's go back to here and see what we did wrong. Did I do something wrong? Let's open Claude again. Let's go to cursor, see if we can fix this. Help me fix this. How are we doing on time? Oh, I know what I did. I put the MCP server thing in here. Okay, so now we have this. It should load Claude now. And oh, we'll get there. Let's go to Claude. What did I not do? Yeah, here we go. Close Claude, open Claude. We see 2 installs. Okay, now I got some issue. Does not like it. Let's see if I can run this command directly. It's got a cursor. And run npx MCP remote. I think I might need to install the library, we'll see. Yeah. Okay, let's see if I can install this. MCP remote, is that what it was called? Is it MPX? Okay. Does this run it locally though? No, I want to install it globally. Okay, then next I need to go to let's just see if I can run the command. No. Let's see. No, I need to install something. Let's just not give it context. Package name is misspelled. It's not found in the registry. MPX TSX. So it's what, MCP remote. And then the URL. So there's no, it's just this. Is that right? So odd. Let's see if it picks any of this stuff up. The docs are definitely there. If MPX is producing errors, also accept the installation. Okay. Let's try that. MPX Y. And save it. And let's see if we can run it now. Claude. I tend to find it takes a little bit of time just to tell me if there's something wrong. Okay, it's here, it's running, which is a good sign. What is 2 plus 2? Let's see if it uses the pondering. Wonder. I may not have credits left here, so we'll see. But it has installed it. Oh, interesting. Well, it's installed it, but it's not listed here as a tool, which is slightly strange. Okay, now I got a problem. I'm not sure if it's just a temporary problem or this is permanent. Let's run MCP dev instead. MCP not found. Because we know we tested it. Alright. We know we tested this and set up this server. We have another client I can test with, so it might just be a Claude thing called what is it called? Fire app. Let's load this one up and go to settings. This is one I had on earlier. Let's turn this off. We'll call this GPJ, and then what was the NPA? It was like, it's this line. Let's see. MPX Y. MCP remote. All right, that's saved. So let's see if we can ask a question. Let's maybe reverse engineer this. Give me a personalized greeting. Let's, give me a personalized greeting for... This is running a local model on Olama. So we'll see just one token. Did not use my server. What is 2 plus 2? All right, perfect. So you can see there that it actually used the tool, which is pretty sweet. So if I go back to cursor and I look at the server, there was a list tools request, there was a call tools request, and this is that. So this is the MCP server basically making a call. So in that example that I just gave, using this application that you might not be able to see, that doesn't have a zoom, I asked a question about what is 2 plus 2. Because I have the MCP server installed, it ran that tool. It ran that tool against the MCP server that I had set up, and was able to call that. Unfortunately, this doesn't have other things set up. It only supports tool calling, so can't really show more than this on this one. I'm not sure what's going on with Claude, but that would be another one that would be something that I could look into. But I'm guessing that there's what just happened. I'm guessing that that's something that I could look into for the moving forward. So you can see here that this has now used the add method that we had set up in tools. We could probably add a lot more. All right, I'm going to call it there because we're almost at an hour. Let me pull this up. All right, today we spent some time using MCP. We created some personal servers. We ran one that we ran locally using localhost on a port, and we added basically like a really simple, we added one really simple tool. We then also added, we ran a Vercel function to create an SSE, an MCP server too. And currently there isn't a lot of support in the client, so it's pretty hard to demonstrate. So hopefully maybe I'll spend a little bit of time on clients at a later date, but just like there isn't a lot of support for many things in the clients other than like right now, the clients I think are sort of behind the servers beyond tooling support, particularly with SSE. It seems like the client, like there's a bunch of bugs basically that I find with support in Claude directly, which I hope they improve, and that the clients sort of come along. But yeah, this was a fun one. It is freezing, so I'm going to call it there. All right.